Hey folks, how you doing? Coach Gavin here from TFW Kildare. So in our last video, just as we had kind of covered cheat meals and treat meals, we started to talk about kind of habits then as well. And I knocked them on the head because habit forming is a big topic in my opinion then as well. So the habits we have basically affect every single thing we do in life. Let me just calm down for a second, I'm a little bit on fire. So when it comes to work, the habits we have, so how hard we work, how consistent we work, and kind of how we do our job will impact how far we go with projects or with our careers and things like that. When it comes to our training, the habits we have with our training, how often we train, where we train, the style of training we have, and the amount of effort we give every rep of every set, okay? Especially that last set, because you know your last set has got to be your best set, okay? So all those habits will affect how well your training goes. And nutritionally, of course, all the habits you've built up over time then as well, they will impact your choices of food, which in turn will impact your health and the shape of your body. So, how do we go and change that? Well, that's the tricky part then as well. Because let's be honest guys, lifting weights is easy. Sprinting, getting your sprint on, conditioning sessions are easy. Changing the habits you've built up over time, day after day after day, that's the tricky part. That's the bit that we fall over. That's the bit that keeps us connected to the past. That's the bit that in some cases is the only hurdle that stops us getting from where we are to where we want to be. That better looking body, that better looking outlook on life, that better level of strength, that better level of sports performance. Okay, it's just that one hurdle we got to get over, okay? So it's a big area, changing your mindset and changing your habit, okay? And it's definitely one of those areas where as a coach, we can give you the tools, we can help you focus, but only you can do the work, and only when you do the work can you see the progress and see the change. I'm almost 29 years of age, okay? I've been, again, cooking for myself, probably since just before I went to college. So that is going back to when I was 18, so nearly 10 years ago, okay? And even then, Mammy still did cook a few meals for me, okay? So, but what I'm getting at here is that in terms of that, I have been impacting or building habits nutritionally for myself for over 10 years. So 10 years by 365 days of the year is 3,650 days. Let's say I cooked one meal a day for myself. That's 3,650 meals that have either built a good habit or built a bad habit or built a really bad habit, okay? So think about that then going further and further back. Let's say you were 14 or 15 when you started doing your own meals. Or let's say you've not started at all then as well. And you've had mammy, or you've had your partner prepare all your meals for you then as well. That is a habit you've ended up in then as well. So it can take a little bit of time, it can take a lot of effort, but it takes a whole bucket load of consistency, alright? And that is the key. As we discussed in previous videos, you got to be consistent with what you're doing then as well. And changing your habits, it can seem very daunting, but perception and reality are often miles apart from each other. The perception can be, cooking all these veg, cooking all this meat, I don't like all these foods that I'm supposed to be eating them as well. I know if I eat this way, I will look and feel how I want to look and feel, but it just seems like too much effort. I can't drag my fat backside up off the couch. I can't pull myself away from the screen or the TV long enough to go and do it, okay? Most meals are going to take 20 to 30 minutes to cook, guys. It ain't that hard. Most ovens and hobs come with different levels, different rings as well, so you can cook more than one thing at once, okay? If needs be, cook the exact same healthy meal over and over again until you get so sick of it, you're encouraged or you're motivated to go and find out new recipes, alright? And at a certain point, just bite the bullet, okay? I got to thank kind of Mammy Collier for this one, where when I started, so a very good friend of mine, my brother from another mother, Stuart, met Stu in college, became great pals fairly quickly, and was over at his house an awful lot, and his mum included me. She stuck me in the pot for dinner as well. And out of sheer I wanted to avoid fuss and embarrass me so much, I would eat broccoli. I knew as a coach that broccoli was good for me. Broccoli is really good for you, okay? But I only ate it because out of absolute embarrassment, because I didn't want to be the one sitting at the table not eating the broccoli that was cooked for me. So I was eating it and I was mixing and I was sipping water every 2 seconds as well. But that started building a habit. It was a habit I was forced into, but that was a really good habit I started off. And then I built on it and built on it and built on it. And I've done the same things. I've just gone, you know what, it's not that bad. And now broccoli, I have it every day. Alright, and by no coincidence, my health is improving every day with that too. I've done the same with other different types of veg as well. Peas and sweet corn and carrots and things like that as well, okay? So I've expanded my variety of foods purely because I didn't want to embarrass the woman who had cooked me a meal as well. Now, okay, when I got home, I didn't, for some reason, it didn't matter that much to me then as well. So it took a while, but now I'm down with that as well. It doesn't matter where it's cooked, broccoli is broccoli, I know it's tasty, once it's cooked and it's not raw, it's going in my mouth. Okay, so guys, changing habits is a big thing, and often when you go to make a transformation or you go to make a challenge for yourself as well, don't forget that part. It's not just about your training, it's not just about your nutrition, it's about how consistent you are, it's about building those good habits. So forget about drinking all those silly teas, taking all those god-awful fat-burning tablets in as well, drinking those brutal cardboard shakes in as well that are going to have you dropping weight. You will drop weight, you will drop muscle mass, you will drop organ mass, you will drop fluid then as well. You might not necessarily drop fat. So as we said before, when you stand on the scales will tell you how much is down on it. It could be 75 kilos of muscle, 75 kilos of fat, 75 kilos of pillow fluff. The scales will not tell the difference then as well. Your health will tell the difference. Your health is your wealth. When you go for a transformation, make sure you are learning good, maintainable, repeatable habits over and over and over again, okay? Because if you don't care about your health enough, no one else can do it for you. That is me. I am out. I will talk to you soon. God bless. Bye.